a very disappointing result as Bayern are knocked out of the Champions League today. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Talking Bayern, the one-stop shop for Bayern Munich content on YouTube. And today, obviously, a very, very disappointing game to watch. Not a fun video to make, but one I needed to make. So before I get right into the details, let's go into the starting lineups. So for Bayern Munich, they had Neuer, net, Lucas, Upamecano, and Pavard in defense. In the midfield, Kimmich, Goretzka. In the attack, Coman, Muller, Musiala, Sané, and Lewandowski. Wasn't excited to see the three-back. Really wish we had started Davies. Not really the time to experiment in my mind. I'm pretty sure most would agree with me on that one. And clearly it wasn't the right idea. It didn't work, and we lost the game. As for opponent, Villarreal, they went with the very much exact lineup we expected. With Rolly and net at the back, Estupiñán, Albiol, Torres, and Foyth. In the midfield, Coquelin, Pareo, Capu, and Lo Celso, with Danjuma and Moreno up top. I mean, it's the exact same lineup as last time, and why should they change it up? They beat us with it the first time, and obviously they got the results, so you can't really criticize them for the same lineup. Unai Emery obviously got something right. We dominated them in shots. We couldn't really get any on target, but 24 attempts, so obviously really frustrating when you see they only had 4 attempts, but that was enough. They got the job done. Just really frustrating to see. I thought we had pretty bad passing this game. Better crossing than last game, but still not good enough for what we needed to win this game. So going into observations from this match, early chance that Muller couldn't score, but he was well up and offside anyways. Moreno with a long shot well over the bar, and then Neuer brought it back down quickly for a counter, create a corner. So great hustle by Neuer and the team to create that. Leroy Sané had a good ball inside after that. He created a bit of havoc from really close. And then a couple, close opportunities, but nothing yet for Bayern. We had a decent cross in and almost got the end of it, but, I was certain that it was our chance to score in the 15th minute. Then, unfortunately, you got an early yellow for Hernandez, which would rule him out of the game if Bayern advanced for the first game, which probably would be against Liverpool. Obviously, we didn't advance, so it doesn't matter. And then another cross that was off. Could have been a touch right in front of goal. I was starting to feel good at this point because we were doing the right things. We had a brilliant run by Musiala, who could get it in front of goal. He didn't get on target, but somebody should have been there at the back post. That was Sonny's job to be there. It would have been a straight up tap in. And the pressure was really building up at this point. I felt like Bayern was due for a goal soon enough. Musiala had a header straight into Rolly's arms. Lewandowski had a late clumsy challenge that certainly deserved a yellow, rightly so. So there's no complaints on my end from there. And then we had VAR check for Albiol making contact with Lewandowski. No penalty was awarded. I didn't complain about that one. And then Danjuma missed a massive chance. He really should have scored. It was obviously offside anyways. And then what really frustrated me was Estupiñán's massive dive before half. That was really frustrating to watch. And then Upamecano with 2 bad turnovers at the end of the first half. I think it was just a bad sign of what was to come. And then, after halftime, coming out of the gates hot, Musiala couldn't settle it in time, unfortunately. Obviously, goalkeeper did make a lot of contact with Musiala, with his hands after he kind of hit the ball with his legs. So maybe a penalty there, but I don't know. I think the rest were just kind of not going our way the entire game. I know most people would agree with me on that one. I don't think I'm being too biased there. However, Lewandowski was tackled outside the box for a great free kick opportunity. Nothing came out of it. Then Upamecano squared up right in the box. He had a perfect chance with his left foot on the left side of the net. Hit it well over the bar. If that was a forward, I think that would have been a great chance off a volley. Obviously, Upamecano, not the best shooter, so probably not the best person to be right there. And then finally, Lewandowski scored for Bayern in the 52nd minute to tie it on aggregate, and we knew it was coming eventually. Came off a really sloppy clearance from Villarreal and a great setup and hustle by Goretzka. So at this point, I was very excited. All we needed was one more to win it. Coman had a great run in the box, couldn't get it to anyone. Kimmich with an awful cross from a free kick on the left side of the net. And then Coman with a chance just over the bar, and we were now dominating them, so it would have been devastating to lose at this point. I saw Gnabry come on from Musiala in the 82nd minute. I think that was a great sub. Maybe Sané instead, but I thought Coman was doing well up there. And then just some bad midfield play from Bayern, coughed up opportunities to Villarreal. They didn't do anything with it. I was upset to see Upamecano not taken off. I wanted Fonzie for Upamecano instead of Hernandez. Obviously, Hernandez had the yellow, so I'm sure that had something to do with it. We immediately conceded when they countered, and Chukwueze made the most of it. I don't think Neuer could have really stopped that one, maybe, but I think the ref was disgraceful this game. I hate to make excuses, but the ref I thought was brutal. I don't think, we deserved to win that game. Obviously, it wasn't like they had any amazing saves or anything, really. We just couldn't hit the net, and we couldn't hit the right spots in the net, so really frustrating to see. I didn't like the tactics in this one. I also don't think our individual performances were good. Yeah, I really thought we should have, coming home to Munich, we should have felt like the favorites, and we didn't make the most of it. Obviously, Emery's going to go home to the semifinals. So good job on Villarreal, full credit to them, but obviously really, really frustrated. And I didn't think, if we can't beat Villarreal, we weren't gonna win the Champions League anyways. So I feel like last year was more frustrating because we lost to PSG on away goals, and I felt like we really could have won last year, with the right manager and with Lewandowski back after this quarterfinals. But I mean, there's really no excuses for this one. We had Davies and Gretzky back, obviously not 100%, but I mean, there's not really much you could say that we could have done differently. It just wasn't working for us. Really frustrating game for me. Really upset. This is kind of the end of the season for us. I think we get the Bundesliga title virtually wrapped up now. But I hate to be a bit negative, but I mean, obviously, it's a very upsetting result. So hopefully, I'll get more exciting content for the rest of the season, doing more transfer stuff in the future because I really do think we're going to need a big summer. A lot has to change with the squad because obviously it is not good enough to win the top trophies in Europe. So I think we need to have a big summer, and I really am excited to see what we do. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. Hopefully you're all dealing with the losses, or if you're a Villarreal fan, congratulations and good luck. You'll need it against a team like Liverpool if they do advance. But hope to see you on the next one. Until then, mia se mia.